Noe Archivist is trying to find the Book of Vanitas, and on his travels he actually meets a doctor named Vanitas. The Book of Vanitas is a legendary relic, but this doctor is actually just a normal human, but the book was passed to him. Through their adventures, it is revealed that the doctor can use the Book of Vanitas to cure vampires and restore their mind. Noe and Vanitas decide to work together to solve the mystery of the book and cure as many vampires as they can. On their adventures, Vanitas meets another vampire called Jean. For centuries, she was tasked with killing her own kind, but now she is trying to repay that debt. When they first meet, she tries to kill Vanitas, but soon there grows a connection between the two of them. Noe and Vanitas go to the home of Lord Ruthven, where they are joined by Dominique, Jean, and Luca. There is some tension in the air, as Luca is furious because Jean and Vanitas kissed before. Vanitas tries to calm down the situation, but accidentally slips up and says he is in love with Jean. Everyone takes notice of this, especially Jean. Vanitas then shows the bite marks on his neck to his friends, which makes Luca even more furious. Jean is deep in thought for a while, but then she grabs Vanitas and together they fly out of the window. She wanted to get him alone so he could explain what he said about loving her. Vanitas is clumsy when talking about his feelings, but he has realized that Jean is actually a curse bearer, and that is why her bloodlust is so strong. Jean admits this and tells Vanitas that she is actually taking medication to keep her bloodlust under control, but it's not effective as it once was. Vanitas understands that Jean was really vulnerable with him, so he decides to keep her secret, but only under a few conditions. Vanitas tells Jean that this can be kept between them, but only if she agrees to consume his blood. And also, Vanitas wants Jean to stop referring to him as human and to actually call him by his real name. As Jean and Vanitas return to the group, it seems that Noe and Dominique have also grown closer. Dominique actually bites Noe's neck, but she is extremely gentle, and Noe then sucks the blood from her hand. This creates a special bond between them. They later get to talking, and Dominique does not understand why Noe wants to meet August Ruthven. Noe is eager to meet August, as he is part of the Senate, and then Dominique reveals that August is also the man who saved the peace between humans and vampires. He is a hero in the eyes of many vampires. The two continue talking, and Noe expresses gratitude, as Dominique really seems to care about him. Meanwhile, at the Castle Carbunculus, Lord Ruthven arrives, and he meets with Vanitas and Noe. They talk, and he reveals that Charlatan was actually trying to kill Lucius. Lucius is supposed to be the future Grand Duke of Oriflamme. They all create a plan on how to stop Charlatan in the future. Vanitas actually wants to talk with the Queen. He has his theories that the Queen has actually been dead for years, as no one has seen her in quite some time. Ruthven gets really angry at this, so he bans Vanitas from his castle, and he also sends back both Noe and Vanitas back to the human world. Vanitas now knows that he was right in his suspicions about the Queen. Vanitas goes to meet with Dante, who reveals that there is a chasseur nearby. A chasseur is an anti-vampire unit that is deployed by the church. It seems that a chasseur unit had kidnapped a curse-bearer vampire. This vampire came to Paris and tried to remain stealthy, but chasseur took it to their base of operations that is located inside the catacombs. Noe and Vanitas decide to save the vampire, so they wait for nightfall, and then they manage to steal a couple of guard uniforms. Using the uniforms as a disguise, they make their way into the catacombs and start exploring. They manage to enter the catacombs through a secret entrance on the ground floor of Notre Dame. They begin their search for Chasseur. After some time, they are met by Roland Fortis. He realizes that they are not really guards, so he traps Vanitas inside a cell. He also manages to blind Noe using a flash grenade. Roland then moves towards Noe and injects him with a special green serum. This serum gives him powers and makes him strong like a vampire. Roland Fortis gets ready to kill Noe once and for all. Fortis very soon figures out that Noe is actually friends with Vanitas. Fortis totally changes his attitude and starts hugging Vanitas, but he resists his advances. Vanitas hates everyone who is associated with chasseurs. Fortis then goes on to attack Noe using his new powers that he got from his serum. Noe and Fortis begin their fight, and while this is happening, Vanitas finds a way to get free from his cell, and he manages to hurt Fortis so that Noe can escape the conflict. Both Vanitas and Noe realize that they can only defeat Fortis if they work together in tandem. As they escape from Fortis, they both argue about the tactics and their combat approach. Fortis, and in general the chasseurs, are really strong, so they need to be careful. Soon after their escape, Vanitas reveals that he is actually looking for Moreau. In the past, Moreau actually did cruel experiments on Vanitas after he was captured by the chasseurs. It seems that Vanitas was kidnapped by them when he was only a child. He was an orphan, so they found him an easy target. Now Vanitas wants revenge against the evil scientists who worked on him. Noe and Vanitas come up with a plan on how to outsmart Fortis. Noe pretends that he has captured Vanitas and is holding him hostage. This plan works, and Fortis gets distracted, and they finally defeat him. They reveal their plan to Fortis, and he reveals that Moreau was actually banished from the organization. Fortis then offers to join Vanitas and Noe in their mission. There are rumors that after being banished, Moreau just continued his experiments on various humans and vampires. Vanitas leads his two allies, and they find a secret passage to a laboratory that belongs to Moreau. Suddenly, it is revealed that Moreau has been there the entire time and is actually waiting for Vanitas. Vanitas chooses to deceive Moreau and play with his emotions. Vanitas pretends like he is on his side and tells Moreau that he is working with the Chasseurs and they are here to protect him. Moreau actually believes him, but he refuses to answer some vital questions about who is really leading his entire operation. Noe has had enough of these games, so he attacks Moreau. His attack does not work as a multi-eyed creature shows up and protects Moreau. This creature calls itself the Spider, but it's not the only threat. Soon enough, a creature called Predator shows up. It's a black smoke monster, which consumes all life that it touches. Moreau manages to escape, and Noe, Vanitas, remains to fight the monster. Noe comes up with a plan to enter the smoke monster and cure it. Him and Vanitas jump into the mouth and find the core of its being. There, Vanitas uses his book and cures the beast. The entire facility starts to erupt in explosions, so Vanitas and Noe have to run as fast as they can. They manage to escape, then Roland reports back to Oliver about everything that's happened. Spider goes back to Ruthven and tells him all about Noe and Vanitas. Some time passes by, and Jean still cannot process her feelings towards Vanitas. She does not want him to be in love with her, so she invites him on a date. This date is her experiment, where she will make Vanitas hate her. That plan fails, and they enjoy their date through Paris. While the two of them explore the city, Dominique and Dante watch over them. Ruthven invites Noe to a cafe shop, and there he questions him about Vanitas and their friendship. Noe does not accept being questioned like this, so he confronts Ruthven, telling him that he does not care about vampires or humans. This makes Ruthven furious, and he attacks Noe, biting his neck. Meanwhile, Vanitas and Jean still continue their date, but sees a boy bleeding from his knees. This awakens her bloodlust, and she attacks the boy. Vanitas prevents this attack and saves the boy. Vanitas later allows her to drink his blood and promises to kill her if she loses control again. Jean and Vanitas talk about their date and plan to return to the park. In the meantime, Vanitas figures out that Ruthven is attacking Noe. Elsewhere, Ruthven, using his vampire powers, makes Noe submit to him and makes him promise to obey his every order. When Vanitas returns home, he finds Noe is also there, but he seems different. Dante then informs them that the beast of Jevadon has been spotted once more. Vanitas prepares to go on a mission while Noe is just focused on the smell of Vanitas' blood. Vanitas notices this and threatens Noe that if he drinks his blood, he will kill him. Eventually, the two make peace and both travel to Jevadon where the monster has been spotted. When they board the train, Vanitas notices that Noe is really tired. Vanitas tells his companion to take a rest while they get there. A battle awaits them. In the snow-covered forest of Jevadon, a vampire walks alone, planning its revenge. That's it for today's video. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. That's it for today's anime fans, and I'll see you all in the next video.